Hello and welcome, dear traders and investors. I'm glad to present to you the daily market review prepared by analysts and experts from fx.co portal. Here we go. Today is November 16 and we're starting from euro-dollar pair with Din Leo. Industrial output in the Eurozone fell more than expected as total production dropped 1.1% on month in September, while forecasts were for output to be down 0.8% on month. However, this report did not lead to any noticeable movements in the foreign exchange market. Investors were clearly waiting for US data, the forecasts for which also carried a negative tone as they intended to continue the dollar sell-off. However, the annual trend in retail sales slowed from 4.1% year-on-year in September to 2.5% year-on-year in October, whereas a slowdown from 3.8% to 2.1% was expected. So not only were the actual data better, but the previous results were also revised for the better. After this, a full-fledged rebound started and the dollar was able to improve its position. The only thing we can highlight for today is the initial jobless claims in the United States. The total number is expected to increase by 8,000. The changes are extremely insignificant and are likely to have a serious impact on the situation. Considering that the rebound is not yet complete, we expect the dollar to gradually rise further. The EUR-USD pair has entered a retracement phase due to the high overbought levels. The level of 1.0900 acts as resistance, and we observed a decline in the volume of long positions near this area. On the 4-hour chart, the RSI downwardly crossed the 70 line. This technical signal indicates that the euro's overbought conditions have started to ease, given that a retracement phase is being formed. On the same time frame, the alligator's MAs are headed upwards. The signal corresponds to the upward cycle, ignoring the ongoing retracement. The ongoing retracement persists, which is why traders are considering a scenario with the pair moving towards the level of 1.0800. The succeeding movement will depend on the price's behavior near this level, whether sellers can keep the quotes below it, or if the level will act as support. The complex indicator analysis points to the retracement phase in the short term and intraday periods. Let's trade with the MACD indicator. Jakub Nowak would help us. It's GBPUSD currency pair. The test of 1.2449 took place when the MACD line moved downward from zero, prompting a signal to sell. This resulted in a price decrease of over 50 pips. For long positions, buy pound when the quote hits 1.2402 and take profit at the price of 1.2449. Growth will occur as long as the daily low remains protected. When buying, ensure that the MACD line is above zero, or it just starts to rise from it. Pound can also be bought after two consecutive price tests of 1.2385, but the MACD line should be in the oversold area this time, as only by that will the market reverse to 1.2402 and 1.2449. For short positions, sell pound when the quote reaches 1.2385 and take profit at the price of 1.2337. pressure will continue until trading goes below today's high. When selling, ensure that the MACD line lies below 0 or drops down from it. Pound can also be sold after 2 consecutive price tests of 1.2402. But the MACD line should be in the overbought area this time, as only by that will the market reverse to 1.2385 and 1.2337. Gold, sweet gold, we've got a trading plan for this commodity asset presented by Petar Yukimovic. Gold has been trading sideways at the price of 1961, but we found that key resistance set at the price of 1970. That was on the test. In case of the rejection of the key resistance cluster, Petar sees potential for the further downside movement towards lower references at 1948 and 1921. In case of the upside breakout of the resistance cluster and hold above, there's the chance for the rally towards 2003 USD. RSI oscillator is showing reading above 50, which is a sign that buyers are in control. What about the cross-currency pair? It's EUR GBP, Arif Makmur describes. If we look at the daily chart, the EUR GBP cross-currency pair appears to be moving harmoniously in an upward channel, which means buyers are more dominant than sellers. This is also confirmed by the Ichimoku Kinko Haya indicator, where the price movements are above the Kumo, which is also supported by the futures of Kumo span A, which is above the span B. Then the price movement is above the Tenkan Sen, which is a golden cross with a Kinjun Sen. And Chikou span, it's a green line on a graphic, which is above the price movement and above the Kumo, which means that all the things mentioned above confirm bullish conditions. So based on that, the Ichimoku wave projection, which detects the presence of E projection, so that it can be seen that in the next few days, EUR GBP has the potential to continue its strengthening up to the level of 0.8859. Provided that, during its journey to the target level, there is no weakening that penetrates below the level of 0.8688. Because if this level is successfully broken below, there's a strengthening scenario, as previously described, will automatically become invalid and cancel itself. And finally, here's Laurie Bailey with AUDUSD currency pair forecast. Let's have a look. On the daily chart, the price pierced the target level of 0.6514 with an upper shadow, but unfortunately could not close above this mark. Now, if today's session ends with a black candle, the decline will take an unpredictable turn, possibly testing support at 0.6388. Near the MACD indicator line. It's a blue line on graphic. The Marlin oscillator is preparing to form divergence with the price. To prevent this, the Australian dollar must rise above the level of 0.6514 by tomorrow at the latest. Simultaneously, this will open the way to the target level of 0.6612. On the 4-hour chart, the price shows a reversal from the level of 0.6514. The Marlin oscillator is swiftly moving downward. The MACD line around the 0.6452 mark could be tested. Now, if there are no disruptions to the main scenario, we expect a reversal and growth towards 0.6612. A price consolidation is also possible, bounded below by the MACD line and above the level of 0.6514. That's all for today. See you online soon and good luck.